Back to another episode of Perspectives with Big Bro. I'm your host, comedian Lonnie.
And I'm the Flash.
How you doing today, black man?
I am blessed in the Lord.
In the Lord.
In the Lord.
The Lord. Feeling good. That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. We almost in your birthday you know what I'm saying? We almost in your birthday month. It's almost that time again. You ready for it?
Man, I ain't doing shit. I'm just getting older.
Yeah, that's real.
Just getting older and getting sicker of these hoes.
Sicker and sicker as it goes on.
Getting tired. They're gonna have to send me to hospice.
But I don't know. This boy, the way these new women rocking, boy,
Hey, pollen and thougtism.
Guaranteed to take us all out.
Gonna take us all out.
We ain't gonna make it. Help us, somebody. We need a vaccine for this.
We need a vaccine for the thotism, but you know what I'm saying.
All right. So I got two topics. You know what I'm saying? Two of them things, and I just seen this Twitter thread, and I was like, this would be the perfect little topic for today.
Lay it on me then.
So the tweet is, what's your stance on women that would get you in this position? Now, the position is a man with a bunch of knives at his throat. Basically, like, everybody want to kill you because you got this weird position. And a bunch of men wrote in. Okay. So we're just going to talk about a few of them.
Okay.
See what they talking about.
Let's see what they're talking about.
Let me pull up these bad boys real quick because it was some good ones. It was some real good ones. Okay. All right. Do I want to hear? It's actually funny too because it's a lot of women who are.
And they asked the fellas a question.
Mm-hmm.
But the women chimed in.
Hey man.
Already not following directions.
All right, cool. I'm just finding some of the good ones.
Okay.
No, it don't whack. Feminist always press about something. Boo. Female solidarity is next to impossible. Okay, we can start here. This is decent. Pygmies will always be there to take back cheaters. Boo. All right, female solidarity is next to impossible because it's too many women still get an ego boost from being the woman a man cheats with, don't care about other women's pain, and don't actually have any morals, let alone a sense of community.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. So, some of this, a lot of stuff be talking. I got to find the good ones. There was a few of them that I was reading last night. They self-sabotage a lot. Okay, here's one from a man. They self-sabotage a lot. Like a lot. Then blame it on everyone but themselves. Would you agree with that?
That women do that?
When that women self-sabotage.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because women would destroy their family. They would destroy everything. Mm-hmm. Just based on their feelings.
Yep. Based on some feelings or some shit that they homegirl went through. Homegirl don't even know. You can't say men are trash because you're generalizing it, which isn't fair to those who genuinely aren't. You attract what you are, after all. It's like general advice. Ain't nothing crazy.
So since I'm sick of these hoes, I'm sick of myself. That's fine.
Here's a decent one. Women don't want to put in the work to make relationships work. They want fairy tale men to do everything and get mad when that doesn't work in their favor.
Well, that's not necessarily true. Let's stop it here. Like I said, when it comes to dating, it's really up to the guy to who the type of woman that he's choosing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we know some guys get bamboozled and hoodwinked, led astray. But
Tyrese, my bad.
I mean,
I couldn't resist it.
I saw that.
Yeah, I just had to say it.
Yeah, that wasn't even funny. When she said it wasn't even funny. But that would happen when you date. That would happen when you mess with them children. But I digress. Mm-hmm. So, if you know this chick is not what you need for building what you want, mm-hmm. You gotta leave where they at. Mm-hmm. But a lot of us don't do that.
Yep. Nope. You think we try to make it work?
No. Yeah. No. We try to make a motherfucker be who we want them to be.
I agree. We try to fit them into our mold.
No, we're trying to make a Regal a Grand National. You know the difference between a Regal and a Grand National?
What?
Okay, this the lights, the engine. Really, the car's built the same. It's the same because it's a Regal. I mean, Oldsmobile, Regal, Grand National. Oldsmobile, Cutlass, GMC, all of them the same car. It's just the lights are different. So you try to make it a Grand National, or you try to make a 300 a Phantom.
I was literally about to say that you trying to push off a Chrysler as a Phantom.
So get what though. So when you go in there to go get a Chrysler, I mean, you say you want a Phantom, let's say you're trying to sell you a Chrysler. That's not a Phantom. So if you want a quote unquote a wife, or the wife that you want, you know what I'm saying? And they gonna just give you a wife.
Yep. No, fair point. This is just a funny one. There's no excuse why none of you can't cook. Yeah.
Well, they don't cook because a lot of women don't cook because they got so many guys trying to take them out to dinner. They don't have to cook.
Damn.
But I'll just go back down to get the guy discipline.
Discipline.
Yeah.
Standards. Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
yep.
Please don't have those.
You got those? Wait a minute. Hold on. He's trying to be different. Get you in this position. Let me see. It was a few good ones. I didn't. Mr. Lego always say this, so I ain't even going to. Just women are parallel to children. And he like.
That's my boy's favorite line.
Yeah.
But he's kind of right.
Yeah. Tell them no, reject them, and some throw a fit like a spoiled child. They want the accountability of a child. There's a need to be entertained, especially when bored. Some are very impressionable like children. A handful are immature, childish as fuck too.
But most people like children.
I agree with that. I actually agree with that even more than that statement.
A lot of people out here living their second childhood.
Yeah. You think you think it's because they were deprived certain things as a child?
No, it's like sometimes you be wanting to be CB4 when you want to be something. And like, what's a analogy I used one time? When you go to a new city. Your name.
You go by your middle name now.
Yeah. Stefan. Raul. You know what I'm saying? They call me Ra. And you be like this. Hey man, that's Anthony.
But everybody over there like Anthony.
Oh, that's my real name.
All right, let's see. Just play Miss Andrea's feminism. If you hate me, you are not feminine. I hate that always topic. Women take men's mental health as a joke. I would it's one of those like buzzwords. It's cool to say, but like when it actually comes to doing, I don't feel like they actually cherish it or care about it.
They say get healing, but the healing has to be tied up in them. Because if a lot of guys heal, you wouldn't be around because that means you was bad for him. Just like me being diabetic. Now, because I work out, I can't eat rice every day because it turns to sugar, and it makes my blood sugar level raise.
A fair perspective.
Rise. I'm sorry. Rise. I say it right.
A lot of women lack accountability. We started this. Lack accountability. The all men ain't shit narrative is old. Just say that men you pick aren't. Women be wrong. Women be wrong and manipulative as hell when they don't want to admit it. Most of these are coming from women. So, the men that women complain about, the abusers, the cheaters, the criminals, and drug users were primarily raised by women. That's one of them. The women that men complain about. I'm sorry. The men that women complain about, the abusers, the cheaters, the criminals, the drug users, were primarily raised by women. Women's worst enemy. Yep. But yeah, so I kind of brought all of this up though, and it ties into I wanted to segue into the case with Johnathan Majors.
Okay.
So as we seen, what was this over the weekend? Johnathan Majors being arrested or detained for a woman, basically saying that he assaulted her. Mm-hmm. And then it later came out she recanted the statement. She made it up.
But some people are saying that she
was paid off.
Was paid to say that, because I want to get the whole story. Mm-hmm. And because domestic violence is a very, very tricky, situation. Mm-hmm. Especially dealing with in the age we live in. You know what I mean? And women's comfortability around you. It can be a look, and they'll feel like, hey, you're. Mm-hmm. It, you know what I'm saying? It's very tricky. But to the point you was getting at, you know what I'm saying? Women putting you in bad positions. Mm-hmm. And a lot of guys have been put in bad positions because of women. And it ain't because of women, it's because they have not been taught how to choose what to look for in a wife or look for in a mate. Mm-hmm. They care about the superficial shit. Oh, I want a chick who got a degree. Doesn't mean she's gonna be, her character is not gonna be good. Mm-hmm. Or I want a chick who look like a stripper. You know, whatever your preference is. And what ends up happening is you say, okay, I'm gonna get this chick, but how's this chick gonna be for you? Like I heard a dude say the other day, he was like, man, I don't like my girl going out the house showing my cookies off, because they're both our cookies, because you carry them and they belong to me, because you was given to me from you. You were given to me by your dad, mm-hmm. and you made for me from God. So now it belongs to me, and I don't need what's going on in my house be seen outside my house. Mm-hmm. So a lot of women who I want to be free, and I want to be me, I want to be this, go out, you know what I'm saying, and put you in compromising positions, because now someone say something, you got to defend her. Mm-hmm. If you don't say something, you're weak. Mm-hmm. You know.
Well, shit, they gonna spin that. Did you insecure? If you don't even, you don't even let her do what she do, because this is what she did before you, quote unquote. Yeah. I've heard those arguments.
And honestly, that's how you met her, and that's the problem. Mm-hmm. That's why you have a standard for yourself.
Yep.
You can't meet nobody and all of a sudden expect for them to be what you want them to be. Mm-hmm. That's not. It's like Gatorade. That ain't in her. Mm-hmm. And then somebody gonna say, well, if you be good to her, she'll be good to you, and she'll want to do it. No, she'll want to do that for herself.
Yeah.
That's equivalent to telling a child that if you make good grades, I'll buy you a car. Mm-hmm. So are they making good grades because they want a car? Or are they making good grades because they want good grades so they can get better stuff? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. One woman going through that transformation right now because she won't do it, Black China. You see her? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we talked about it a couple weeks ago. Go with her. And what one guy said, he was like, bruh, we ain't never gonna forget the other stuff, because now you have put that in our heads. Mm-hmm. And I saw Big Bank say, a lot of people telling stories about the old you, but now you gotta get them to reintroduce yourself, the new you, to them. Mm-hmm. Which everybody can have a chance to be new, but what we mess up at is men know that I gotta live with this consequence. Our counterparts do not see that because they don't have to live in their consequence. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense.
Yeah, we say that a lot. Yep. I'm curious. I'm interested to see just her transformation, and you know what I'm saying, just what comes of it, and if it authentic. Like, I want it to be authentic. I don't want it to be a thing that you're just doing for a show to get your name back high, and you know what I'm saying, it's a cool thing to do, turn your life over to the Lord type. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that to be You just doing it because it's cool. You basically, you know what I'm saying?
So you're trying to see what is she doing it for? I mean, the same way she did it the other way. Everybody do something for something.
No, for sure. I just don't want it to be for vanity reasons. Let me say that. I want it to be because she actually believes this. She actually
but
wants better.
A lot of those sisters are reversing those behinds because the silicone is. But they told people that years ago the silicone muscle and blood don't mix.
Yep, leaking and stuff. You got to do that. It's a lot of stuff with that. It's a lot of stuff with. That's why I don't do that surgery, bruh.
All you had to do go to the gym.
That's work. People don't like work. They like instant results. We live in that microwave culture.
Everybody want instant gratification.
Yeah, you remember when we used to see the show, like the cartoon shows, and they used to put like a little cube in the like this little microwave thing, and it would pop into this whole meal, be like this futuristic thing. Like we just like want that, like just right now, right? That's it. But
that's why they invented air fryers.
Good old air fryers. Yeah.
That's why they invented rice cookers.
Instapots. Put it in there, walk away, and forget it. Ready for you instantly. But yeah, so and going back to the Johnathan Majors thing, I always think that it's important for us men to be. And I'm not saying he wasn't at all. I'm not even blaming him at all. But just to go back to it, it's just like make sure we always like kind of like on our P's and Q's around. It sucks that we have to do this, but you see how easy it is for us to just get thrown under the bus.
Because somebody can say something that you did something.
Yeah.
The world we live in is you're guilty to proven innocent.
Exactly. And even if you are proven innocent, sometimes that sticks with
guilty.
You. Yeah.
In the public opinion, they say, oh, because we know they ain't lie on you. Like, we live in a world that we think women don't lie.
But we've seen countless examples.
They'll tell you there's a one-off.
Yeah. All right. Right. And as soon as I heard the story, I was like, I knew it. They always like, it's like, it's almost like you can time it. Like you can time when they're gonna like come for like,
or
one of us,
or you can be the dude that women say, she been holding you down. But like I said, we talked about this last night. We was at E-House last night. We say, I always say, I never like a woman to say I'm gonna hold you down. Because in transparency, they do actually hold you down.
But not in the way that, yes, like in the way of like preventing you from growing. Like,
up.
yeah.
And once you grow up, that means they have to grow too. That's why a lot of women want a guy who's high, but they need a guy that's high with some flaws, because he's not perfect. No one's perfect, but he's not perfect per se. So therefore, if they come in, he can't say anything to help make them go up because he ain't perfect. If that makes sense to you.
They can hide in that man's flaws, and they can I agree with that. I was literally having the similar discussion last night. It's harder for me because a lot of my peers they're behind me. Meaning like they aren't doing the work that I've done already. So it's a little frustrating for me to see it.
But the thing is, are they trying to do the work that you're doing?
I guess that's the naive in me believing that they do.
No. But are they doing it? Not do they want to do it? Like, say your skill level's at a 9, and your boy that's your best friend since elementary school, his skill level's at a 6. Is he striving to be a 9 and actually putting the work in to be a 9, or is he a 6? Relying on you being a 9 to help him get there.
Damn. Shit, how do you tell?
Well, when someone's doing the work. I mean, like literally doing the work. You're not an overseer, but the thing is, you see when someone is reaching out and actually putting the effort and the time and is actually doing the work. That's what life's all about. Life is all about the work.
I agree with you.
We think it's about the success. It's all about the work.
Yeah, you got to put that work in. Yeah, that's a hell of a perspective for you. So, and one of my questions to you is, do you? And this has been a lot of talk after false accusations and things have come out on people. Do you think that there should be some kind of punishment for those who?
Very much so. But a woman would never be punished. Just like I was watching. What damn was I watching? I saw it and I was trying to see the fuck was going on. Housewives of Potomac. Yeah.
Okay.
One of the girls said, "Well, your husband did something inappropriate to me." The husband said, "What did I do?" "Oh, you closed the door in the room. We was talking." He was like, "The latch was open. I was standing on the other side of the room having a conversation with you. I didn't even, you know what I'm saying?" But then she said, "I feel
The feelings.
like you were doing something inappropriate." You know what I'm saying? So, in that point, you have to protect. To your point, you have to protect yourself. You can't put yourself in those positions. That's why Michael Irvin, the same thing. Michael Irvin didn't even do nothing. And then the first thing they did was the powers that be was strip it because you're innocent first, especially you're a black man in America. You innocent. Because they feel like they feel that we're just always sexual, over sexualized.
You mean we guilty? Or you said?
Yeah, yeah, we guilty off rip.
Yeah.
We guilty.
Cause that even, and we seen with the Johnathan Majors, they pulled his army campaign, the ad,
Of course,
and everything.
because the first thing they do is take your money. We don't want to be associated with it. R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying? And then when you look at R. Kelly stuff, he didn't get 30 years for child sexual crimes and all that other stuff. He got all that money for racketeering. Racketeering ain't got nothing to do. Never mind.
You speaking too much truth right now.
Rico ain't got nothing to do with sex.
Yeah, it's. I hate this reality for men, like that you have to like always you got to be careful what you say, how you look, what you do, how you engage with somebody, because they could literally just say, "I feel,"
or "You did," or they can say anything that you said and make it so sexualized. "Oh, you look pretty." That's why I said. That's what I was talking about one time about pressure. When I say applying pressure, they only want the pressure applied if they want the pressure from you.
Don't you? And I think that's why the dating has become so sensitive now. Like, you got men afraid to approach women. I mean, you still got dudes who approach women, but I'm saying in the majority of it, it's like, we don't know what to do. We don't know how y'all want to be greeted. We don't know how you want to be talked to. We can come to you as nice as possible. You still gonna have an attitude. Granted, all the extra shit that dudes do after that.
Because you had an attitude. I had an attitude because the woman said, "Well, I had an attitude because of the dude before you." But if I say I'm guarded because the woman before you,
you're not allowed to do that.
Exactly.
What you doing? You protecting yourself? You've been hurt. You just supposed to, I swear, life for me, you just supposed to be a gate that open and let them do whatever they want. You good. Free entry. You can exit when you want. And we just supposed to be there to let up the gate. And that's it.
That's why you gotta be very, 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 very aware about who you give your time and your energy to, your heart to, your purpose to. Who you let come along in your purpose.
I agree. Y'all, yeah, we gotta start taking this serious.
Got to.
Serious. We done seen too many people get everything taken from them or have to start over, whatever the case may be. And it's a lot of hard work to get to these places.
Cause you don't like the way a nigga talk.
They need to put that in the soundbite right there. That needs to be the soundbite for
man,
that.
Just like, man, just along with women putting you in bad positions, Like you don't watch Snowfall, but that's the whole thing. What's going on Snowfall? Now.
Yeah, I've been hearing.
Uncle
I've been
Jerome,
seeing it.
Teach a man how to squabble. Mm-hmm. Hey man, that thing's so funny. Hey, it was the voice for me. It's just, teach a man how to squabble.
And I'm gonna try to get into it. I'm gonna try to watch a few episodes.
This the last season, so
yeah, I doubt that way it's all there, and I can just binge it.
So, long story short, you know what I'm saying. Jerome and Louis. Jerome is Franklin's uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Dude with the S curl.
Yes.
Okay.
He Franklin Saint uncle.
Okay.
That's his mama brother.
Mm-hmm.
So his wife named Louis. Long story short, Franklin put him on all these episodes, a couple seasons. Mm-hmm. Now, then Louis said she wouldn't be the boss. Mm-hmm. So she tried to overthrow Franklin. She got a Franklin plug, who the government and all the other stuff. Long story short, Uncle Jerome said, "Look, man, I don't want to do. I'm tired of getting shot at."
Mm-hmm. He's trying to get out the life.
I'm trying to leave. I'm trying to go to Jamaica. I'm tired of this shit. Whatever. And she said, "Well, I'm sorry because I just want to be ambitious. I want it more for me." Mm-hmm. That's why I said women to break their home. Then now
for them,
yeah. This ain't for us. That's why it be so funny when women say, "Oh, when men say they don't care about my degree. If it ain't beneficial to us in this household, I don't really care."
Yeah, it rarely is. It rarely is. That's the truth. That's the sad truth. I've never heard, and I could be wrong. I ain't never heard a woman say, "I'm trying to get this degree so we can move out the hood, I can
contribute more to this."
Yeah, I ain't never heard that.
She said, "I do this because
for my coins,
for me,
my purse, my bag,
because for my mental health. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I want to do this for I can grow, my growth.
Yeah,
team me.
Yeah, that independence." Do you just think that that's the nature of women though, to just care about themselves? Like, should we not? You know what I'm saying? Should we not be concerned about it, or should?
No. We should be concerned because that's not what a woman's supposed to do. And somebody gonna say to me, "Well, how you know what a woman's supposed to do? You're not a woman." That's not. If it was designed for that way, you guys wouldn't be complaining about being single parents. It was designed. And I'm about to tie it in because I know so many women who will work their fingers to the bone to the thing we talked about the other day to make sure their kids are straight. Mm-hmm. That's not your role. Your role was to cling and clatch on to a husband, and that's what he do because it trickles down. Mm-hmm. But you want to do it on your own because you didn't need him because you didn't want leadership.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we seen that in the clip,
the other day.
Yep, the other day. Yeah. I watched that back and I was like, crazy. Don't want to deal with a black man's bullshit. Okay, right.
And then when they say that this statement so blanket that I don't want to deal with a black man's BS, and I'm sitting here like, all men have BS.
Yeah, all people.
That's
one thing when they talk. It's like it's as if they're above like. It's just like y'all are just so much above. It's just like, no, y'all, like, you got flaws, I got flaws, we all are human. Like nobody's more than a human, unless you're Nathan. But even that, this is just another talk. But anyway, it's just like I'm just not understanding here. But I think the problem is I think men be trying to get women to understand it's okay to have flaws, and it's okay to work on them and be a better person. Mm-hmm. Granted, you have to want that for yourself, but still, it's like I would want that. I want that for you. I want that for her. I want that for her. Everybody.
Men want the world to be what you want it to be. Just stay out my way.
Yep.
Don't try to steal my car. You know what I'm
Yep. Yeah. Just calm down. And literally, a clip of Snowfall. I guess is when Louis and I guess the scene when they was talking about it.
But you gotta come home. Get this operation under one roof.
No, we ain't doing that.
Why? Why not?
Because I don't want to put my life, our life, at risk for your bullshit ass decisions.
Is that it? Or is it that you're so sure that you're so much smarter than everybody else?
You're tired of this. Lions fighting over sheep.
This between me and him.
Oh, yeah? So won't you handle it then?
Boom. That's right. Because I know breaking away wasn't Jerome's idea. And I let it go. Because you've been shot. Been through some traumatic shit.
Hey, you let it go?
Yeah, that's right, for her.
Don't talk out your goddamn neck, boy.
Well, then maybe you can enlighten me, Unc, on what the fuck she wants.
Nah. Won't you ask her yourself then?
What would you like, Queen Louie? What's gonna make you happy? Because nothing seems to do it for you.
How about not being under anybody's thumb, nephew?
Well, I hate to break it to you, but everybody's got to answer to somebody. And me, I answer to the man who may have disappeared, my fucking father, and who would do the same to us if we don't move this product. Now, I don't know about y'all two, but I'd like to stay alive long enough to enjoy what I've made. So from here on out, I don't want to hear anything else about kilos or prices. Y'all want to go out on your own? Fine. But do not for 1 second fuck around with what I got to do to get mine, because I promise you, there is nothing I'm not prepared to do.
Real intense scene.
But the thing is, I wanted you to play it for a reason. Mm-hmm. The reason why I wanted you to play it because you heard her. Did you hear her?
Yeah, yep. Me, myself.
Me.
It wasn't no us. She never said us. Not once.
Not once did she say us. Mm-hmm. Us. It was I. What she want? You ask her what she want. You ask her what she want. Mm-hmm. I want to be the boss. I want to be the. That goes back to what I said a couple of episodes ago, probably about 8 episodes ago. They want to be the boss, but they don't have the answers to anybody. Mm-hmm. They want to have them babies without a father in the home. Because get what though? You ain't got to answer to nobody.
They make the rules.
They make the rules.
Mm-hmm. What they say go.
But I need you to come over here and pay for this.
But where does that come from? Like, I'm trying to understand, like, where does that come from?
You know where it came from?
Where?
In them 70s, when that feminist movie happened, and they had to move the men out of homes. Mm-hmm. Play this clip real quick. I got something for you. This gonna bring us on home.
This is the part of the sermon where the preacher make it all connect. Right here. Mm. Cause I be trying to like understand. I'm like, where does that?
Talk with my mother about moving into the housing project, but the stipulation was that my father could not be with us. They would put us into the housing project only if he left the state. My mother and father discussed it, and they decided that it was best for the 12 children for the father to leave the home. And that's how we got into the projects.
The welfare department had a rule that no able-bodied man could be in the house if a woman received aid for dependent children. If a man lost his job, he's looking for work, he still had to leave the home. And there was even a night staff of men who worked for the welfare department whose job was to go to the homes of the welfare recipients, and they searched to find if there was a man in the home. Sometimes men came back at night to be with their families. So.
Damn.
So when you sit here and tell me that what men don't want to be, what they did was the same thing they doing in California. I seen the same thing they doing in Philly. All the single moms gonna give you $1,000. They gonna pick that $1,000 over a man every time. And the shows are written.
Dollars ain't shit either.
It ain't. Go though. But if that $1,000 on top of the shit he's supposed to give me, because if he don't give me what he's supposed to give me, he gonna get locked up. Mm-hmm. So he has no choice. Cause I got my thumb on his ass. On top of what I'm doing, and my mom and them gonna help me. I can do this.
You good? Yeah. It seemed manageable.
They just want to manage. So going back to Johnathan Majors, when you choose the wrong woman gonna put you in the worst positions ever. Mm-hmm. The right woman would never want to manage. She'll always want to connect with you. Mm-hmm. Always want to connect. Always. But the world now we live in is like, girl, you don't got to connect with nobody. You ain't got to be with no man who say if you feel he doing you wrong, you ain't got to do nothing you don't want to do because somebody gonna have to pay for it. I don't know much, bro.
Man, all I can say is
the wrong woman at the wrong time will be the biggest downfall. That's why I get pissed when I hear these niggas on the podcast. See, man, feminine energy and being around women gonna help you live longer. It depends on the woman. It depends on how she view you.
Shit, it can either make you live longer or kill you faster.
Kill you.
I swear.
Them folk be plotting to get rid of your ass.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Damn. Damn. All I know is white people better hope that black people don't never get a hold of a time machine. Jesus. When I look time like over every century, the system set up in place, and then we like self and do it to ourselves.
The thing is, it ain't every century. Man, we with that. We withstood slavery, chains, all that. Mm-hmm. All that. Mm-hmm. All that shit. Then when motherfuckers start getting bright ideas, hey, the fantasy of not having to do what no one says, especially your man at home, because you look at him like he's less than. And now, see, then it was like the man at home less than. Now, the black man less than, period. Even if he got money, he's still less than. Mm-hmm. Because I don't need his money. All I gotta do is have a baby with him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And now I got him.
Got the nigga for life.
And then you got the niggas, oh, see, I don't give my wife, my girl, my baby mama them no allowance. I don't give them no allowance. They just get what they want. Who the fuck want to take that? Oh, man.
Another perspective for your ass.
Man.
Another one. Hey, man. I ain't got no more talking, man. You made it all make sense for me. You spitting.
Look, bro.
So, man, protect yourself.
Protect yourself.
Please make smart decisions. Try to use your discipline as much as possible. I get it. It's hard. We ain't up here trying to say that it's easy to walk the right path. It's not.
Nobody told me.
They sure didn't.
The road would be easy.
Can't believe I made it this far. But, here we is. So I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe as
please
always.
Do. And follow our Instagram,
yes.
Big Bro, Little Bro Show. Mm-hmm. And I'm the Flash.
I'm Comedian Lonnie.
Yo, what though? Use protection.
Yep. Peace.